Okay, so a lot of you have been pissed off about my pronouns video that went up a day prior to this. And I got one earnest comment about how social situations are getting more difficult because it's harder to assume gender and thus pronouns when interacting with people. And it's so easy to misgender nowadays, and thus unknowingly and unmeaningfully causing offense. I get that. I totally get that, and that's legitimate. That's probably the only legitimate comment I've ever received on that video. And it's not even yet a day old, if that. God, that's a bad comment section. Or almost 90 comments of pure transmisia, which is why I'm hugging my squishmallow right now. Sometimes I just need a squish after a bunch of transphobic trolls attack me. So what I want to do is I did give some advice in that comment because I actually think that's a good point. It is harder. And I also said that it's kind of a beautiful thing that we can't really assume gender anymore. And I stand by that because I think it's better not, some people, okay, hold on. I think it's better not to assume gender. But I understand that some people, especially some trans people who are binary, they love to have their gender assumed. I respect that. I get that. It's a wonderful feeling to be called the right pronouns, especially after years of being called the wrong pronouns, after years and years and years and years of child grooming into thinking that you were those pronouns when you were absolutely not. I get it. I totally get it. I'm not saying get rid of that. I'm just saying that if you're not sure, it's okay. It's okay. But to start to dehumanize someone, to purposefully misgender them, to call them it, that, like an animal. Like, yeah, humans are all animals, but you know what they mean when they say animal, right? Like, it's very transparent what those comments are really saying. But anyway, like, my advice to that person was, like, because I'm autistic, I've never been good in social situations. I fuck up all the time, so I know how easy it is to offend someone without really meaning to. And I've come across this a lot. So whenever I'm meeting someone new in a social situation, I just say, "Hi, I'm Tara. My pronouns are they, them. How are you doing? What's your name?" That's it. It's that easy. And it usually gets them to do the same thing, because once you start, they're like, "Oh, okay. I'll do that too," so that they know it's clear. Or they'll walk away, or they'll treat you like shit, and that way you know that it's not worth the conversation. Usually cool people aren't awful. Like, when I purposefully started that video stating toxic cis heteronormative people, I said that. And so many people took offense. I'm like, if it's not you, why are you taking offense? If you are not a toxic cis heteronormative person, why are you taking the defense? Why are you so offended? What was the final, like, what is this? What are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me you're not transphobic? Are you doubling down on your transphobia? Because really all it says to me is that you're doubling down on your transphobia, which is kind of icky, 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 you know? And really, why are you here? I've already had to remove the comments and remove my channel from somebody who was just absolutely pissing all over my channel. And of course, it was a cisgender man, probably heterosexual, because of course, cisgender, heterosexual, toxic men loathe me. They can't stand me because I'm everything that challenges their worldviews. And those worldviews are so delicate that my existence threatens that. And I get that too. But, like, it's a good question to ask, and that's why I felt it deserved video, because it was a good question. I really do think it was. And that's my solution. And if you don't know someone but you just want to, like, get their attention, just be like, "Excuse me," or "Hi," or "Can I ask you something?" You don't need to say, "Hey ma'am," "Hey sir." Like, you don't. There really is no reason for gendering anybody. Anybody except for your own personal needs and comforts. Really. Like, I don't know why we still do it, to be honest. It's like gendering items. Like, why do we do that? Like, we still do that, actually. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, that's my solution. Take it or leave it. But yeah, good question.